What is going on, people? Hey, I had to run to this live. I'm not even gonna front. I was out all day looking for silver tequila. I went to about 5 different shops, and if I have any stress about this whole lockdown thing right now, it's the queuing. So yeah, we're ready to go. Let me see if she's online. Let's see. To it. We do, sorry, every Friday and every Saturday. This is a special one, so shout out to more people across the pond.
Hi. Hello.
Hold on, I'll take a minute to connect. Hold on. I think we jumped the gun. There you are. Hello.
There I am. Hi.
There you are. Well, I said I just got on this live. I was like running through the door, grabbed my charger. I was like, look,
Well,
go,
you're 5 minutes
quick.
late. You're 5
5
minutes
minutes.
late. And now there's no excuses. There's no excuses when you're under quarantine. You can't be late.
None. You know what it was? My missus was adamant that she wanted margaritas tonight. And I was like, all right, cool. So I went to go find tequila, could not find it anywhere. Went to like 3 different shops, queued up, got to the till. Have you got any? No. Got to the next one? No. And I still didn't find it. So I had to run back home. Oh yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But how have you been? How is it across the pond? How's everything over there?
We're good. We're surviving, trying to stay positive and, adjusting to our new reality. It doesn't mean that things will have to put on hold or things will have to stop. It's just new things are starting and we're just adjusting to what's coming our way. I believe that life will never be the same exactly, but every entrepreneur needs to know how to readjust. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Connection will come back. There we go. My connection back? We back? Yeah, we are. Sorry there. Lost you a second there.
That's okay.
But yeah, definitely. Yeah, so how was it like? And because obviously, being a business owner myself over here, it was a sheer shock to my system when they locked everything down. Obviously, I work with people, and I know obviously your spot. I love your whole studio idea. I swear, I wish I thought of it because I've told so many people. I'm like, why are we not doing this? But what was it? What was it like? Obviously, I know you love being there, and it's pretty much your entire brand is yourself in that studio. What's it been like not being able to be at the studio and be doing what you normally do?
So, first of all, the first 2 weeks were a huge shock for me as well. It's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And what if? And, the fear kind of brings all the negativity thoughts and you're going crazy. But then I had to kind of slow down, take a deep breath and say, okay, things are changing. Things are, going to be a little bit different, but it doesn't mean that it just has to end. Like I said before, I just need to adjust. And I think it's an opportunity for me to create new things. And I'm finding myself in the past few weeks doing other things that I haven't done before. But I'm noticing I'm growing massively on social media just by paying attention more to my followers and engaging and doing videos, which is something I've never done before. And hell, I joined TikTok and what the hell am I doing on TikTok?
Yeah, it's the new wave. TikTok got me as well. It did.
I think it's a great, first of all, I'm not taking myself seriously ever. And I'm loving it. I love joking around and smiling. And if I can make somebody else smile at the same time, so that's great.
Definitely. I totally agree with you there, actually. I think I was so stuck in my ways of I know how my business runs. So that's what you do every single day. But being in this unique situation kind of made you adjust and do something that isn't your norm, which is like being online. Like I never did live. I don't think I've ever used the live button.
Me neither. I've never done live, but I find that connecting with my followers is absolutely amazing. And I got to know so many of them on a personal level. And this is something that I normally don't have the time to do because I'm so busy. But again, it's directly connected to my brand and it helps my brand grow. And like I said before,
you must be a godsend to loads of ladies that are at home that can't do their makeup or would normally go to the beautician and they can come on your live and get a full rundown of what to do.
So
So I know a lot of ladies love it.
I've been never shy about sharing secrets and tricks and techniques, and I'm very open about everything that I do, and I love sharing. And I think one of my biggest passions is being an educator. So doing that with my followers is a huge passion. Absolutely.
So we're going to go to the foundation. So how did you get started in the beauty world? Where was your beginning? Where was like the foresight for it?
So I've always been in the industry in and out, but my big moment was about 4.5 years ago after my mom passed. My mom passed from cancer, and I had a huge reality check, and I really understood how short life could be. And I've decided to go, you know, full on, put the gas on all the way, and just go after my dream, which was to take my big passion as beauty and makeup, but turn it into a business. I said I'm only going to do it if I know I'm going to make it a business, and I didn't want to be just to focus on makeup and be a makeup artist, even though it's great, but I really wanted to take it to the next level. And I really wanted to prove everyone that makeup artistry you can be an entrepreneur, even if you're doing makeup, like in the beauty industry. So my goal was really to grow as an entrepreneur in the beauty industry. I didn't know what I was doing, to be honest. Like, I made so many mistakes, but I was so focused and I kept going. I never looked back. And if you were to tell me 3-4 years ago, Laraz, in 4 years, you're going to have a studio, you're going to be an entrepreneur, and you're going to have an agency, and, you know, I would be like, oh, you're out of your mind. What are you talking about? You had too much margarita with your wife.
That's it.
I think
I always
sorry.
I always say you can't create an entrepreneur. It's one of those things that just happen and you run with it. And it seems like that's what you've done. You've just said, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it properly.
So I love, you know, everything that has to do with business is something that I really love, and I'm also very passionate about. So I said, I'm going to take both of my strengths, which is business and beauty, and let me see what I can make together. I can put those two ingredients together, shake it up, and see what comes out of it. And you know what? It was a great risk that I took, and I'm very blessed and happy that I did it. Unfortunately, and I always say that I had to lose my mom to discover myself, but I believe that she's with me and she's guiding me through all of this.
Definitely. I'd say that it's actually really weird that you said that. And prayers to your mum, actually. That's basically why I started Legacy London. I lost my mum in 2006 to cancer. I know. And it was literally, that was my big kick. I always knew I could do it, but it was a really looking at life, and it's so short, and I can help. My mum was really big on helping people and information, and I've got like 50 god kids. Like, there's millions of them everywhere, because she looked after everyone that came into her kind of sphere. And when we were building our company, that's pretty much our value. It was help people, bring value. If we don't do that, then it's not a business. But
and I think
it definitely
works. I think it's incredible to build such a legacy, and you know, when it comes out of pain, when it comes out of some like you suffer, but that it inspired you to do something. And I always say, because I also have an academy and I educate students, and I always say, use the pain, use the frustration, use the struggle to create something incredible. Because a lot of people, when they go through difficulties in life, they choose to slow down and to hide, and that's okay. But I'm all about let's fight it. Let's face the fear, and let's just just kick ass and do it.
Let's get it. Yeah, you seem to be very, very on the education side of things. I've noticed your school was very. How did you get into that? Is something that was already there before, or was that something that you?
It was actually by fluke. I had an assistant that worked with me, and she's like, "Can you educate me? Can you teach me?" I'm like, "Are you out of your mind? I'm not a teacher." She's like, "Just do it." And then again, I'm like, okay, I'll try. That was like my journey. Okay, I'll try. And I tried, and I loved it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to open a school. So that was another crazy idea. And I have to say that, and this is something that's really important, and I want people to understand. I faced so much negativity also, like a lot of people that tried to slow me down, that said, are you out of your mind? You're already in your 30s. Yeah. What are you doing? You're too old. You do this, the same old. But that actually got me so much more motivated. Just I'm gonna
It
show
pushes you.
them. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So
Definitely, I hear that. I love that because I've always looked at your platform as way more than just beauty. It really feels like a school. I think a lot of
yeah.
people get so much value from it, and that's why I asked. I was like, did you do teaching before? Because like it feels like that.
So I've only been teaching for 3 years, and I absolutely love it. And I think what I've done, and I always say to my students at the same time, or anybody on social media that try to grow, is find your niche. Like you found yours, right? All about the inspiration and motivation. And my niche is also through inspiration and motivation, but through the educational part that's connected to beauty. We don't just do makeup. And I think that's why so many people feel connected to what we do, because we inspire and we motivate at the same time. Because it's
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur, being a makeup artist, anybody, right? For me, it's the beauty industry. It's hard today, and I feel like everybody needs a mentor, everybody needs a coach, everybody needs someone that can guide them a little bit. So if I can do that just for my students, for my followers, I'm good. I'm happy.
You're good to go. You're running it there. But I think when I first came across you, I definitely saw that part of you. In entrepreneurs, you can always see the vision. And I think you posted a shot of your studio before it is what it is. And I was like, only an entrepreneur would be able to see that shell of a room and made what you made out of it. And I'd say you inspired me to do a lot of my stuff because I was like, it's the vision. It's the
Oh my
vision.
God,
It's
that's
the
a huge
aesthetic.
compliment. Thank
Oh,
you.
definitely. I think your attention to detail and the aesthetics part of it was like, I was on my boys, like, look at this empty room. Look at it now. you know,
Well, I
it
gotta
definitely
say that
works.
I had some good help. I had a good friend of mine who's an interior designer, but it was definitely my vision. I moved into my space. It was an office place, it was very dull, nothing special about it, but I wanted to make it. I had a vision, right? The vision was to create a beautiful place for bloggers, for entrepreneurs, for YouTubers to come and film and create. And I really wanted that feeling that as soon as you walk in, you feel artistic, you feel like you can
Fresh.
create and you don't want to leave. And that's what I hear all the time from clients that comes in, like, we just want to stay here all the time. I'm like, okay, good, I'm done with it. That was the
Yeah,
goal.
you need that good setting, that definite. That's why I
Yeah.
thought it was such a great idea. It just looked, everything in there looked so fresh. Who helped you do the interior design of it? Because I loved how every corner looked so different and so like
She,
versatile.
she's absolutely amazing. Her name is Tanya. She's a good friend of mine. She is spectacular when it comes to art, but not just that. She listened to her clients. And when I told her I want something that's inviting, that's fresh, that's welcoming, and she got it. She knew what I was saying. And I also said I want a lot of corners, because it's a social media studio. I want to make sure that when people come in, they have so many different corners to create, to post from, to take pictures. So she was on point with whatever I wanted, and she did very good.
It definitely worked. I loved it. When I saw it, I was like,
I'll let her know. Thank you.
yeah. I get asked to do podcasts all the time, and I always walk into the studio, and I'm like, this is never as nice as what I've seen. like,
So when are you
I'm like,
coming
come,
to visit?
I need to get out there. I swear, I've been invited but a handful of times now to do talks. And I'm one of those people where if I'm not really ready yet, if I feel like I just need a little bit more, I'm like, wait, I want to come out there and really show off. So I'm like, let me
I
wait
think
another
you
year.
should come, and we should do some kind of a master class about motivation and inspirational, and something very powerful together. And I think it will be super awesome.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I got asked actually quite recently to go out to Barbados to do a talk, and even that I was putting it off. I was like, not yet, not yet. But since we've been doing these lives, I'm for it. I'm like, I've been talking all day. Like, let's do it. I think beforehand, the campaigns that I was doing, I was very much in the background. So I'm putting it together and it's running, but I'm more talking to the director and I'm more in the artist's ear. I'm not like talking to a mass group of people. I can give one person, advice and motivation and make them feel great. But to a crowd, it was a bit different. But since we've had these lives, I've had so many great messages, so many lovely messages from people telling me, talk more.
You know
Like,
what? It's so much more powerful when it comes from you than when it comes from someone you train, because you're the original part of it, right? And people
yeah,
want that connection. And when it's organic and it's real and it's legit, and people automatically people get connected to you. I
yeah,
love
definitely,
traveling
definitely.
too. I was very fortunate to travel and do master classes in other cities across North America. So that was amazing. And I love speaking in front of big crowds. I spoke in
Have you
front of
been to
thousands
London
of
yet?
people. I've been to London a few years ago, not for a master class. I was actually negotiating with someone they wanted me to do a master class in July in London,
Mm.
but that's not
It's
happening right now.
I know, but if I can get you an invite to get out here to do a masterclass,
I'll come.
I'm taking you everywhere.
I'm coming. When we get the people, I'm coming, and I'll bring the sponsors, and I'll create a hell of an event with you guys.
I'm here. And even with that, actually, we had I just signed a final contract with Bel Air to do loads of like talking events and just events. And literally the week before COVID hit, we just signed it. And I was like so excited to go. And then this happened, and I was like, you know what? Everything happens for a reason. And looking on it now, it would have been nowhere near as impactful as before this happened. I've had so much time to kind of hone in the craft and think about the value that I'm bringing, and even having a chat with you, you're someone that's always been in my mind, and I'm like, okay, but how would I connect that dot? Like, how does that work?
But
So now we're on here and having this chat.
how amazing it is that your business, your brand is all about motivation and inspiration. And we all got hit by COVID-19, but now it really puts you on the spot to bring your skills out, because this is such a
Yeah,
moment that everybody needs motivation, everybody needs inspiration, because everybody is so down. And there
yeah,
you are now. It's really time for you to put your skills out there and show everyone what you can do. And I think it's amazing that we have accounts like yourself and people like you, because you're like a ray of light in everyone's life, right? We need to listen, we need to get
yeah,
inspired.
yeah.
It's important to keep going. It's like you're a charger to so many people, right? You keep charging them, keep going,
Definitely.
it's good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I was shocked that when this went off, because Legacy London is for entrepreneurs, it is for brand owners. But I've noticed that when you're in business, a lot of people were funny to ask for help or to ask for advice. But um, now they went through this. I've had so many owners just come to me and say, what is Legacy? And Legacy London is literally the motivation that business owners get, that they need every day, from your parents, from loved ones, from people that you know. They're always like, oh, shouldn't do business. This is what we're here for. Our core foundation is brand management. But the reason why we went into brand management with the motivation was because that people that run brands come under bombardment every single day. And they just need that little kick in the morning to get up and say, right,
That's
this is why I'm
amazing.
doing it.
So
So,
what do
and
you
I think
guys
we've done a good
so if a
thing. Go
company
on.
hires you, you guys go and you basically do workshops with all the people who work there, with all the employees?
Oh, no, no, no. So our brand management, we run campaigns. So it's actually really
Okay.
simple. Brands will come to us and say, look, we've got an idea for an advert or a public speaking or just any kind of market research, any kind of like market outreach. And we will put the campaign together for them. So if they need models, or they need like a venue to use, or they need marketing, or they need like artwork, we will put it together. Even if it's like an advert. We did quite a few adverts last year for a couple vodka brands out in Greece,
Oh,
and
that's
you
amazing.
you but the motivational bit just came in because when we collab with people, that's our unique selling point. When we collab with you, we want to rise, we want to lift you up, we want to make
Yeah.
your brand feel like as powerful and as energetic as you feel about your brand. A lot of people
Yeah.
come to us and might not have the right budget and are a bit like, oh, you know what, I'd love to get this piece of product material. I'd love to kind of get these models. And they kind of come in really quiet. And I'm like, I'll make it happen. Give me your budget. We'll make it happen. Like
You're like
we
that
can work.
voice in your head that says, no excuses, just do it, just do it, no
None,
excuses. That's
none,
who you are.
none. Like your friend says, he always said about fear. And fear for me is false evidence appearing real. Like
Love
there's
that.
never, there's never a problem you can't overcome. You might not have the right money, fine, we'll figure it out. You might not have the right resources, fine, we'll figure it out. I'm from the old school where I'd go in the phone book and have to go and knock on doors to get things done. So now with the internet, there's no excuses. There's none.
Absolutely. I was the same way, and I always say, like, if I ask someone, just tell me why you can't, they give you a list of 1,000 different excuses. And if I ask, tell me why you can, there's not even one explanation. And that's the transition, the switch, that it's amazing that you help people do that.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
think
I think
social
someone asked.
media today is incredible. And if you know how to maneuver and manage social media, it's incredible, because it's such a beautiful platform and it's technically free. You just need to really put your mind into it and really understand, who am I? What am I all about? What is my niche? And just ride with it and see how it goes.
Yeah, yeah, but I think that is half the battle, isn't it? It's understanding what your niche is. And I always tell people, if you have to dig for your niche, it's not for you. It has to be something that you would generally do just waking up on a normal day. So even when I'm
Right.
dealing with artists now, I'm dealing with artists because recording artists is so much more than just a song right now. I'll always ask them, what do you do on the weekend? Like, what's your hobby? You know, is it gaming? Is it fashion? You travel? Whatever it is, that's your niche. It's right
Right.
there.
It's
You know,
passion. It's
the whole
connected
point
to
of,
your passion.
yeah, it has to be. It has my lead goal in entrepreneurship is it has to be a job that doesn't feel like a job. You just wake up in the morning and do it anyway.
And
And
that's
otherwise, you're gonna.
exactly how I feel about what I do. Sometimes I work 17 hours a day, but I get home and I'm like, I didn't feel like I was working. I'm having such a good time. Obviously, there's struggles and, stress and whatever comes with entrepreneurship. But at the end of the day, I'm so happy that I get to create and I get to do something that I absolutely love. And this is what I preach for. Find your passion and just go with it. Like, it's so worth it taking that risk, and it's so worth it blocking those voices in your head saying, no, I'm not gonna make it, no, I'm not gonna do it, no, there's already someone doing the same. The beauty in this world is that there is room for everybody. You're not taking anyone's spot. You're not coming instead of somebody else. It's you, it's your journey. There's room for everybody, and this is what people need to
Definitely.
understand. I think once they do, it helps kind of take a deep breath and say, okay, let's
Kind
do
of
it. Let's try.
and get through it. I want to answer a question down here. Is it Leona? Leona, bye bye. Leona dot bye. If I got it wrong, I do apologize. She's saying sometimes it's even difficult to start. Because without willing to do something, of course, money cannot start everything. But the question I think I wanted to ask with that is, what advice would be for you for someone starting out that doesn't have a budget?
So I didn't have a budget when I started. I started from literally nothing. I didn't have, okay, this is $50,000. I'm going to start my business. Everything I built from scratch. I had nothing. I started a small Facebook page and I said, I'm willing to do makeup. And I did some research about, the industry, how much they're charging. And I cut it by almost half. And I wanted to be really cheap. I just wanted to get out there. That was my first step. And I worked from home. I didn't have a budget. I had a vision. And that's something huge. And that's something that money cannot buy. You can have hundreds and thousands of dollars, but if you don't have a vision and if you don't have the right mindset and the motivation and the understanding that you're going to go up and down and you're going to fail and you're going to
Gonna
succeed
have
and
to
then up again and down
sacrifice and come back. Yeah.
exactly, then the money is nothing. You can waste $100,000 like this. I didn't start with money. I had nothing when I started. I built everything with my hands. It was a lot of hard work, but I think like I said, after my mom passed, that's something that triggered me to say I'm going to go after my dream. But also I made a decision, and I always say was a decision not to be negative anymore and not to let those voices affect my journey, and just say, I'm going to be positive with myself. I'm sure the world will be positive with me as well. And it was exactly like that. So some people
Yeah,
think that I come from money or that I had a budget. No, I had absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I started from nothing. So
definitely. I would agree for myself. Even coming into Legacy, we had like nothing. I wasn't working. I didn't have anything. I just had a rough idea. Uh, Literally had a few quotes that my mum used to always say to me, and I kind of led with that. Set up an Instagram page. We were doing jobs for free. Like there's loads of like t-shirt brands around where
me
I live
too. Me
for
too. Oh
free.
my
Just do
God.
it for free.
I've done so much collaborations because I wanted to put my name out there, and I've done so much work for free. And I knew that it was part of my journey. I didn't do it for free because I didn't think for a second, oh, somebody's taking advantage of me, because a lot of people think in a weird way about collaborations. I picked and choose the collaborations that I wanted to be part of, and I chose the one that I knew will benefit my journey, and I chose the
Yeah.
one that I knew that I can promote on my own and for myself. But I've done tons of free work, tons. People don't even know how much free work I've done, but I don't regret
It's
it because
definitely the
it
way to
got me to
start.
where I'm at today. Yeah.
Definitely, it's what I did. I'm trying to answer a few questions there, and I hope this answers a few of the questions that people are asking us below. And I would say the preparation for business is never, I'm going to do this and it's going to work. Like I spent a year doing nothing but research and prepping. And in that year, just worked a job. I worked a normal security job and saved what I could. So by the end of the year, I had a tiny budget of like £250, which is nothing over here. Like £250 doesn't even pay your domain name just about. But I took that little bit of money that I got from a normal job and just kind of sprinkled it on little things, £5 here and £10 here, and all the freebies that I was doing for people was coming back to me eventually. But I would definitely agree that just starting your brand with your vision, just starting on, I don't care what you've got, 2 pence, just starting will ultimately lead the brand to just grow and grow and grow and get there. I was very shocked when I got my first big job with Bel Air. When they called me, I kind of didn't really know. I didn't really think it was them on the phone. I was like, "Why are you calling me?"
Why are you
Like,
harassing me now?
yeah, I'm like, "Look, there's 1,000 people that can do my job," and he's like, the guy, Barry, big shout to Barry, he's the main distributor out here in the UK, and he just said to me, "Look, I've heard of you. People speak so highly of you. The work is great, but you as a person, I just really want to work with." So when we got that contract, we've just gone on and on up there. And up until that point, we'd only probably made £100 on a job, if that.
That's
So we went from
amazing.
£100 to, yeah. So
That's
I
incredible.
definitely say
So you were a little
persevere.
bit more, calculated. I jumped right into the water. I didn't do any research. I said, I'm just gonna try and see what's gonna happen. I had no clue what's coming my way. I just took it one step at a time, one challenge at a time, and kind of learned as I go. But yeah, you
Mm,
can research, you can learn. It doesn't matter how, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. All you need is a vision, and that's something you can't buy for money. Nobody can sell
mhm.
you a vision. It's either you have it or you don't. And that's it.
Pretty much
You
it.
had a vision.
That's
You stuck.
entrepreneurship for you.
That's
Right.
it.
So let's get into some. I know there's loads of questions that everybody wants to know, but
Okay.
I was picking my Mrs. Brain earlier. And I was asking her, like, doing this live with this really big makeup artist. Have you got any ideas? And she was like, I'd love to know if you have any tips for makeup artists working with brands. What would be any tips that you could give them?
Okay. So I'm assuming she wants to know how to get connected to PR, right? How to work with brands, how to get. So brands like to work with makeup artists who are also educators and influencers, right? Because the whole idea for a brand to send you a product is knowing that you're going to take the product and you're going to start recommending it and talk about it and educate your followers. So the end goal is those followers will go to the shop, to the store, and just purchase it. That's the
Mm-hmm.
cycle that working with brands. You can expect to get packages just from posing pictures of yourself or pictures of beautiful makeup, because if you don't, that the brand will see, okay, great, she's a great makeup artist, but where's our value? What do we get from sending her a product? Where's the educational part? Where's the influencing part? So what people need to understand, and makeup artists in particularly, that start working with what you have. Use your own makeup that you already have and start posting and tag the brands, and make sure that, you know, you're starting to educate and practice even before you get PR packages. And the brand will notice you because you're going to tag them, you're going to hashtag them. Eventually they will notice you, and that's how you start getting packages, because then they're starting to see the value in your platform. You're going to say, okay, we're going to start by sending 2-3 products and see how it goes. And then boom, you did a great video, and you did an educational video, and you did some stories and a post. Then it starts rolling, and then you start to get bigger packages. And then the goal is obviously to get to a point where you have a rate card, and you start charging those brands for posting and videos and so on. And this is the goal that every makeup artist and influencer is trying to reach to.
I see it. Oh, hold on. I said someone trying to talk to me. Malika, hi, my name's Jermaine. I run a brand called Legacy London. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not ignoring you guys. I know you guys are asking loads of questions. We're just kind of trying to get through the answers, and we'll come back to you. I'm seeing so many people going, hello. We're going to get to the questions, guys. Another question I would say is, well, social media obviously is a big thing in what we do, obviously working with new brands. What platforms would you say you use more? So if you're looking at TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, which platforms would you say, not to say better, but yeah.
So TikTok, I just joined. I'm very step one on TikTok. I didn't master TikTok yet. But I would say that Instagram, Facebook, my website, those are my main, my main platforms.
Which one do you use more often?
Instagram. But my Instagram is connected to my fan page on Facebook. So whatever I post on Instagram will directly go
It goes over.
So
yeah,
it's the same. It's just two different generations. The older crowd is more on Facebook. And I always say to tell makeup art, especially the young one, don't cancel Facebook. They think it's for the old people, the old generation. And I'm like, guys, those are the people who can afford your services. So don't kill that platform, because you want to reach 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-olds if you're trying to make money in the makeup artistry, right? Because an 18-year-old most likely is more on a budget, and if your prices are, you know, a little bit higher than others, then don't skip Facebook. It's a great platform if you're trying to reach a different crowd. But
definitely.
Because right now my focus of my business is not so much the makeup artistry, it's more education and influencing and campaigns with brands. So I would say mainly Instagram.
Definitely. I think Instagram has been my main platform as of late. We are about to set up a website, but we've been kind of like delaying it. But we are going to set up a website. I just want like a landing page for everybody to come to.
And I think with Instagram, what's interesting, and this is a great tip that I can give followers who are trying to grow on Instagram, is that really know your account well. So there's 4 different types of account, and this is something that I teach, and I will be teaching in my social media leadership program. There's 4 different accounts. There's a personal account, there's a branding account, there's theme, and there's hybrid. So personal is just, you know, you on yourself. It could be about cats or about dogs or about views or whatever. And brand is obviously a brand that's selling products. And then there's a hybrid account, which could be a mix of all of those. And I find that people that has hybrid accounts are the most successful ones on social media. So that means you can have a little bit about yourself, you can have a little bit about your brand, you can have a little bit about your artistry, you can sell product or service. You just need to understand which category you're falling under, and then go with that. Because a lot of people are so confused. I see makeup artists and then they post about dogs, and then they'll post about a picture from the beach,
Yeah,
and then they'll
it's
post
just all
about
over the place.
a sandwich that they just had. And I'm like, I don't understand who you are, right? I always say your
Yeah,
page is like, think about it as if it's a museum, and I walk into your
yeah,
museum, and now I can choose which room I want to go to, but I know the general idea that I'm coming into. I know the
yeah,
business
yeah.
that you have,
And
right?
if you want to do that, set up another page. Like I've got my personal page that is just bunch of, like, it's like a mood board. It's just a bunch of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So that's a personal page. That's just personal about you. So people will follow you there just to get to know you, what you're all about, what you like, what you don't like. And it's usually friends, family, and stuff like that. But if you
Yeah,
want to
definitely.
develop a business, really aim for a hybrid account, but that really represent you.
Mm, definitely, definitely. Yeah, that's pretty much what we did. We even splintered off our page, I think, about last year, because I've got loads of talent that I look after. So I've got like rappers and athletes and stuff, but it wasn't in pattern with what Legacy is as brand managers. So we just split it off. We just put it elsewhere, and we're like, look, if you want that stuff and that service, it's over there.
Right. But I
Because you
love
don't
your
want
page.
to, you don't.
It's very straightforward. When I look at your page, I know exactly what you represent.
Yeah, but even that I keep telling people, that's something that happens over time. When we first started the page, it was all over the place. It was like a motivational video, then a rapper's video, and then because we're doing jobs for people that are in different niches, so it's brand
Yeah.
management. So we might have a music video, then a vodka brand, then a clothing line, and it was just a bit. So what we chose to do is kind of, yeah, just focus it down to where you can see every day kind of where we're at and go, okay, this is a quote for you today. This is to motivate you and get you off your backside, and this is what you should be doing.
Right. No,
So the
absolutely.
definitely,
It's such a understanding social media and mastering Instagram. It takes time, not just how to post, how often to post, what my theme is, algorithm. There's so much that you have to put into to really understand and master social media. Instagram is not just about, oh wow, that's such a cute picture, let me post it, and then you're expecting PR packages to land it at your door. There's so much
yeah,
strategy behind every picture and every post and content and the right hashtag and when do I post and how do I post. And that's something that I'm trying to educate people more and more. Because once you
and
get it,
be
you can do
yeah,
so much.
you can do it, but it's being comfortable to fail. Basically, I think a lot of people think if I don't get it right the first time, it's not working, and I'm like, that's just not what business is.
No,
it
absolutely.
is it is
You
doing the
have to go
same
through
things.
those fails too.
Have to. It's like just the only way you learn. I've had so many people come to me and tell me, I love the page, or we love the work that you did, and I'm like, this is number 1,800 thing that you've seen. Like, it's a consistent thing. That's what I love about your attention to detail. I can see from the lowest post down your page to where you've come, and it just gets better and better and better because you're tweaking it, you're changing stuff, it's
Oh
never
my
going to be
God,
right
I don't even
first.
want to go there. But there's a reason
Isn't it?
why I keep it. Someone once told me, why don't you just archive those posts? I'm like, no, because it shows my journey. And for people who is joining me now and they see what I've been doing in the last 6 months, I want them to have the ability to scroll down and to see where I started. Because then I don't
Yeah,
want to sell an illusion that this is my life right now. I want people to see the journey and to understand exactly all the steps that I had to take to get to where I'm at today. And I'm not done. I'm not
that's
saying
it.
that I reached the top. There's still so much for me to work on and to grow.
That's
And
it. That's it. I love that. And that for me, to me, that's just so authentic and so sincere. I had so many people tell me, delete that post. It looks really rough. And I'm like, why? Like, like, one of
exactly.
the main, like one of the first talks I did, over here in London was with a year 11 group. And they said to me, they're like, oh, we've gone through your Instagram and you've got this weird black and white photo. And I'm like, that was the first photo. If you go, like, I got so fed up of seeing MTV and like these big entrepreneur websites with the finished article. You're not teaching anybody anything with the finished article. Like, I love the journey and the rawness of it. And even obviously, I know if you watch my stories, I'm very honest in my stories. I'll have really bad days and I'll still go on and just be like, hey guys, it's a horrible day today. This is what's happened, but this is what I've learned from it. And then some days I'm on there and I'm like, look, we've done this, we've done that, we've done this. But
Yeah.
it's, I'm human and I want to be real. And I can generally say, looking at your lessons, they're always adding value and they're always, going out of your way for the viewer. It's for them, and if they can take something away from it, that's how you build a platform. That's how you build followers. I think people are stuck on followers like they're fans, like they just want to see you. No, they're learning something from it. If you can teach someone something every day, whether it be a little quote or whether it be something that's technical, but doing your eyes or adding your your lip liner, and it's something really small, it goes a long way. So hat off to you, commend you.
I think another thing that I do a lot is really I'm getting to know my followers. Now that I have so much time on my hand, I'm really paying attention to comments and replying to DMs, and it's so beautiful to get connected with people from all over the world and create beautiful relationships. And I'm so grateful I have, and I would say it's not followers, I call it my community. And I think I have the most incredible community with me, joining my journey, and sometimes I join theirs. And it's just so beautiful to see how the world brings so many people together under one platform. It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, definitely. I reckon if you're not for networking, I think your brand will always be hindered to an extent. I'm a collaborator. That's why it's in my bio. I'm like, look, I love to collab. This is just what I'm here for. There's Daryl down here. He was actually one of my first photographers back in I think it was 2012. And he's been with me since then. Like we talk here every now and again, and he jumps in my stuff, and then I've got new people that join me, and I'll always tell people I've got 20 minutes for everyone. Like I could have met you today in the queue at the bank. I've got 20 minutes. I'll sit and chat with you, and then I'll go away, and then they'll pop up on my Instagram. So a lot of people didn't know that Legacy London was me, because for the first year I chose not to show my face, just because I wanted to build something that kind of stood by itself. And then as soon as people started seeing my face,
so much, didn't you find that you're going to a different level once you start sharing yourself more?
Oh yeah, it spiked. It went from just people liking the content to really being involved with the content. So even last year, when I got married last year, I was getting so many brands and people that I've met through online. I might have sent a message to, like a small little note, just sending me stuff. And I was just amazing. Like, wow. And you don't even realize how, because these people, they're a part of your life. You're teaching them something, and then they'll teach you something. And I've got a few youngsters that have come on board with Legacy the last 2 years as runners. They've come on the set with me. They've just kind of sometimes just been with me in the studio when I'm working with an artist and just talking to an artist. They've gone off, done their own thing, and they'll come back to me and say, look, I'm signed to a record label now, or I've set up my own firm. And they'll be like, wow, you were just 20 last week just sitting next to me. But I do love it. And my brother's a teacher and my sister's a teacher. And I always encourage them to say, if anybody's interested in the media world, because obviously brand management kind of covers a lot, but the media world itself, just come with me on a day. You can sit in the car with me. You can follow me to meetings and do it.
That's amazing. So, yes. That's so amazing that you do that. So you're acting like a mentor and a coach to a lot of people at the same time. That's insane. And there's a connection. Yeah. You created such a magical connection. That's priceless. But that's why
I would say
you're very successful.
I would say that's the foundation of Legacy. I think so many people were like, who's employed by Legacy? And I'm like, that's not how we function. We function on if you want to learn something, or you want to be a part of something, we'll work on that job. And if it goes on to other stuff, then yeah. But everybody that is involved in Legacy is a freelancer. No one is contracted to me. We go on to the next thing. But to me, that's my superpower, because I can go in my phone book and pull out anybody. I can draw for Idris Elba. I can draw for the photographer. I can draw for a fire breather. There's nothing in my phone book that I can't pull out. Because of that's how we built the brand. We just built the brand on relationships, and it's really important to me to jump on these lives like this and connect with people like yourself that are on the same wavelength, so positive, and are willing to do new things. And I'm like, yeah, this happened. Let's get it on. So as soon as you DM'd me, I was like, yeah, let's make that happen.
And that's why I think you should also talk to my friend Emmanuel. I don't know if he contacted you.
Yes, he did. He did. Fuck fear. Yes. He's sick. He's
Thank you
highly
guys.
motivated.
He's amazing, and he's also very motivated, well known here. So I think you guys can do amazing things together too.
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to him briefly. I think it was yesterday. I spoke to him briefly, and yeah, he's so motivated, and definitely he probably subscribes to a lot of the lessons that I have learned through life. So
yeah,
we're gonna work on some stuff. I got hit with a question earlier. I don't know if you do it, but I know I do. And it was asking, when can you charge for posts? I don't actually like charging for posts. I'm more like doing a whole campaign, and posts are a part of it. I have charged in the past, but it's normally I have to really subscribe to the brand. Like if I really like the brand, but they want a lot from me more than just a post, and they want me to, to subscribe to it, I'll charge. But I'd charge soon as somebody asked me. Like soon as someone said to me, "How much do you charge?" That's when I started charging. So, do you charge for posts?
Yeah, not for everything. I get a lot of requests from brands. Post for us, make a video. I'll never promote a brand that I don't like or I don't believe in. I don't believe in negative reviews. If you follow me, whoever is following me, you guys know that I never say anything bad or negative about any products or about any brand, because who am I to choose for other people? If I personally don't like it, maybe you're gonna love it, right? So it has to be a brand that I love and connect with. And yeah, I'm not ashamed to say that I do charge. I have a rate card, because you get to a certain level that, the business is growing, and you have to make a living, right? So there's no shame with charging. It's part of my job. It's part of my work, but I'm only promoting brands that I truly, truly love.
Definitely. And I totally agree.
I have requests from brands willing to pay, but if I don't believe in the product, you're not going to see it on my page, because my reputation and the relationship that I have with my followers, my community, is way more important than $1,000.
Yeah. When did you start charging? When did you feel like you were confident enough to charge?
I started charging. So a big moment in my career was a masterclass that I did 2 years ago. I decided to do a masterclass. Actually, the first Canadian masterclass in Toronto, and it was sold out. We had 200 women. It was an incredible event, and that really took me to a different level after my masterclass, also with brands and PR firms and so on. So that kind of came naturally after that, when they saw that I have such an impact and I do well on social media, and I hosted an event for 200 women by selling tickets and all that. Then it actually came from them, just like for you. How much for your church? I said, okay, I guess I can charge now.
Yeah. I get that question so many times from people, and then I think people generally believe they have to have a certain amount of followers or a certain amount of tickets sold, and I'm like, no. As soon as somebody asks you, charge. And just start on I always start on a very.
At one point, you have to, because you have to think about it. You put so much time on social media. You put so much time on educating yourself, buying products. You have expenses. Like, this is the nature of your job. You advertise products, right? You just have to be loyal and true to yourself and your followers by choosing what are you going to advertise, right? How does it fit your brand? But other than that, there's no shame in charging.
Who's this here? I think I got another question. Who's this? Hold on, I've lost them. So if I pronounce you guys' names wrong, I really apologize. London are crap with accents. She said, you guys are amazing. She did ask me a question. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, guys. I'm scrolling. Right. Right. Well, if I can't find the question, I'm going to ask my own question. So,
you have to scroll it down.
Yeah, yeah, I'm looking now. Who
Oh,
asked the
I
question?
see one. I'm looking for a husband. Help me. Hey,
I'd come
maybe
to
it's a new
London. I've
service
got
we
a
should get
thousand.
into. No, no, I
Trust
said
me.
maybe it's a new service we should go into. Find husbands.
I,
I'm okay.
Uber husbands. Trust me. I
Uber
got a
husbands.
lot of. There's a lot of entrepreneur men I know out here that are looking for a wife. Trust me. During quarantine, I've had so many of my single friends just like suffer because they're at home by themselves. They can't date. You know, you can talk to people online, but it's not really the same. I'm lucky. I've got my wife. I've got my kids. So it's like a holiday camp at my house. you know.
I see a question. Hold on. Oh, where is it?
I'll scroll down as well. See if I get any. All right. If you guys have any questions, please shoot them. I'm going to try and get to them now. Interesting posting. Thank you, KA Tour. I've been trying to be consistent this year. I came off for a little bit. He works for right. Is he your husband? No. I got my wife in the back now is looking at that message like, pardon? Oh, there you go. How do you know? It was just this charge question. And then, right, okay. I'm going to try and jump into some beauty questions. But ladies, if you have any beauty questions, please, 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 please ask. Because I'm not going to know what to ask. Makeup tutorials are amazing. Oh, so makeup tutorials. How would you set them up? And I would say, what is your advice to makeup tutorials in general, actually?
Okay. So I have a very interesting view about makeup tutorials. I personally, but that's my personal opinion, it doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. I'm more I like to watch makeup artists that show their skills on different women. I don't so much leaning towards makeup artists that show on themselves always. Not because there's nothing wrong with it, because if I'm a potential client, I want to see how your skills are coming to life on mature skin, on women of color, on women with acne, on women with olive skin, with light skin, and so on, right?
Versatile. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm more navigate toward that. I think I always give my student that advice. I mean, now I'm showing on myself because I can do makeup on other people. But I also, even showing on myself, I still push the educational part into it. So I'm explaining how to do, what to do. So it's not really the same because I'm really, again, connecting my educational part to it. So I think if you want to do videos, I personally like to watch makeup artists that do videos on other models because that really shows me how incredible you are. Anybody can do their own makeup, let's be real. I mean, you know your face better than anybody else, and you've been doing it for years.
It's kind of a cheat code to just do makeup on yourself, right?
Right?
If you're doing tutorials and just yourself, you've got it right. You're not going to get it wrong.
Course.
You're not
And
learning
maybe
anything.
you have the most gorgeous lips and I don't, and you do your lips so well, but how is it going to help me? Nada. It's not going to do anything for me because we don't have the same face. So I think if you want to show your talent, and again, that's a great tip for brands and PR firms, you've got to show how versatile you are and how much you can do, not just on your face. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes it's okay. Yeah, do it. People want to see who you are, but show your skills on different style of faces, different colors, different age. I think it just
show that versatility on your skills and what you can do and what you're capable of doing. I know my wife is
keep it short, keep it sweet. Something that a free tip for everybody, that videos that shows a lot of movement in the first 10 seconds normally tends to be so much better on social media. So keep the music good, keep it sweet, on point, don't make it too long because after a minute people are losing.
Just drags it out, doesn't it? Definitely. We'll get one more question. Remember, guys, if you have any specific makeup questions, please ask me. I'm a man. I'm not gonna ask them. I'll make sure Laz definitely gets through to. I'd go on to what's this one? I love your TikTok videos. Also, that's your videos. I haven't posted any TikTok videos yet.
My TikTok is horrible. I'm just making fun of everybody, including myself. But I'm glad that people are engaging with it.
You jumping in? Look, my missus getting me now. Say hello. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi, beautiful.
Say hi. Be nice. Hold on. She wants me to get her tablet. Tablet. There you go. There you go.
I think you're
There
asking
you
me
go.
where am I from? I'm from Toronto, Canada, or maybe. Oh yeah, that's Miss. It's from me. I'm from Toronto, Canada, but I'm originally from Israel.
Oh, I was going to ask that actually, where you're originally from.
Yeah.
Literally, the Canada. The reason why I said I was going to come to Canada was, yeah, I was asked to do one or two talks, and I was like ifing and butting. But my oldest school friend, best in Tom, we've been friends since three. Lives out in Canada, and he's been bugging me
Where
to
in
come.
Canada?
I can't even remember. Did Tom ever say where he was from in Canada? Can't remember. I was asking the
Because
wife. I can't
inviting
even
you to
remember.
Canada is not really an invitation. Just come to Canada to see me anyway.
Because he was like, cause I was coming to do the talk, and he was like, just come and stay with me, man. Like, come stay with me and the wife, and we'll put you up. And I was like, yeah, we'll do that. And then I thought about it, and I was like, Canada's far. Like, I can't
And
go for
cold.
one job. Yeah,
And
and cold.
cold.
Yeah, London's not any better, but I know it's nowhere near as cold
No, you
as
guys don't
Canada.
experience minus 30 in the winter.
Oh no, we're not. We haven't got to that. It's just really like 9 times out of 10, London is really like dreary. So it's really grey, rains a lot, and then but when it's hot, like it's just sticky. But Tom grew up here, so he knows. Like he's like Jermaine. Canada is cold, cold. Be prepared. So I said to him, when I get more jobs, leave it, brother. When I get more jobs, I'll come up and I'll come and stay. So I gotta
I'll
see
tell you
Canada.
one thing amazing about Canada is that you really get to experience 4 different seasons. You get to experience summer, there's fall, there's winter, and there's spring, and it's so beautiful. So beautiful. You really get, because in Israel, it's either hot and then a little bit cold, and then it's really hot again.
Yeah,
The first
yeah,
time
yeah,
where I
yeah.
got to experience like the transition seasons, which was amazing.
I'm going to answer this question since we're in this lockdown. What is it like in Canada? What's the lockdown measures like out there? Is it extreme, or is it kind of,
No, it's not extreme here. Obviously, any business that's unnecessary has to shut down. Um, Basically, only you're allowed to go out. Only if you need food, medications, if it's something that you really need to do. But that's about it. No, there's no social life. Restaurants are closed. Bars, clubs,
yeah,
theaters, everything is
same
shut
here?
down, and you're forced to be with yourself and to rediscover yourself. So that's what I've been
it's
trying to
pretty,
do. Stuck
it's
with
pretty
this all
similar.
day. Not fun all the time.
It's pretty similar to us. We've got. What's she doing? What are you doing? Go inside. Where's mum? Literally, no, our lockdown measures are pretty much the same. Yeah, so the schools are closed, so I've got the three kids bouncing around the house. Yeah, there's nothing. You can go for the walk. They say one a day, but I've been catching my neighbors out here. My neighbors are doing way more than one a day. But I could say that the energy over here is really good. I think a lot of people are happy to help neighbors that are elderly. We've got an elderly couple just over the road from us that, if we can help, we're always there. So I would definitely say our energy is still alight.
But
I
I
don't know if,
think that nation in crisis always bring people together, bring that connection, that generosity, open their heart to other people. And yes, it's negative what we're going through, but you can also look at the positive and see how many incredible people are out there. They're offering help, offering resources. The amount of opportunities that people gave me and offered me was like insane. So many good people are out there, and I think it's beautiful that in such a difficult time, the community is coming together like that. And that's why
coming
I'm
together.
also doing my giveaways and trying to give back and make other people happy as much as I can, just taking advantage of my platform and bring
Yeah,
happiness to other people.
we'll jump into that before I shoot off. What have you got coming up? What have you got coming up for the next week or two? What's the giveaways?
So
What's going on?
I'm working on online workshops. Usually I host workshops at the studio, but now because of the situation, I still want to do it. I'm working on building a platform online, with also a lot of personal touch, one-on-one online.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? Expanding my TikTok artistry. Working on more videos. I'm doing a big, massive giveaway. I'm announcing the winner on Thursday, and after that, I want to do a giveaway for 20 people, which is huge. So, and I'm contacting brands and other, companies that maybe want to jump on with a giveaway and give some products and services, and just try to uplift